7 a.m. in the morning time on this Friday morning, June 25th, 2021. Newsman Norton, this Peter channel. Morning news on this Friday morning, June 25th. Good morning, y'all. This lovely Friday morning, June 25th, 2021. It's 7 o'clock in the morning time, and the Norton temperature 61 degrees. Top stories on the Peter Channel Water News is death toll in Miami building rises to 3. Mitch McConnell said Biden held 2 press conferences on a rare president optimism on infrastructure. Derek Chauvin says that legalists with the think sex card will get at least 25 years. Mike Pence contradicts Trump on January 6th call and planning to decertify 2020 election as an American. There are at least 200 known cases of Delta Plus coronavirus variant worldwide. Austin South student news stressed by 19 arrests after Manhattan police said. Sending Powell to Mike Lindell using Dominion's information suit to boost the election fraud claims that got him sued. An investigation is underway in the arrest of 2 siblings in South Carolina that was caught on video. The Biden administration says it will evacuate Afghanistan and will work with U.S. troops. Democrats seek to calm nervous left. Canadian First Nation chief suspect reckoned after 751 unmarked graves discovered. Horrible, 64 dead in Ethiopian airstrike on Tigray. Arab leaders disagree on Russian talks despite beyond an impunity meeting. Meanwhile, financing scoop has been displaced 230,000 people, UN said. Iran's high-ranking civilian and military authorities are fully responsible for shooting down a Ukrainian passenger jet early last year, killing all on board, a new report published by Canada said. North Korea expanded their race according to satellite imagery. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo has signed into law the bill that would allow New Yorkers to designate their children on state-issued identification with an X. Police arrested 19-year-old officer Austin shooter that killed 1, injured 13. 3 text men sends at 8 crimes over using dating app to target gay men. The White House on Thursday had announced a slew of measures to prevent the forced labor on China's Muslim minority Uyghurs from entering the U.S. supply chain, especially targeting companies in the Xinjiang region that produced. RV and Edinburgh statewide still restricts motorist transactions despite a few virus cases. Mansfield marijuana cultivation plan set to the break ground in July. Edinburgh and Norton youth can get free lunches. Edinburgh area folks go say they're on board with the new state admission policies. Tri-County Regional graduates 221 students. Edinburgh Farmers Market kicking off Saturday. Edinburgh High School gets a grant to enhance mental health programs. Relay for Life of Greater Edinburgh scheduled for Saturday. Plainville Warehouse adds $1 million plus donation fund ahead. Unbeaten Taunton softball punches ticket into the South Finals. Mayor Shauna O'Connell's daughter Taunton hits the bullseye by getting into the West Point. Family of Brockton murder victim looks for answers for 30 years later. Bench outside Brockton City Hall dedicated area to homicide victims. Brockton designer shakes up streetwear scene. Quincy Council's approved $45.9 million budget. Quincy Steve Fucosa 44 gets its heavyweight boxing title shot. Look at that. Stocks now up 322.58 at 34,196.82. SP5 up 24.65 at 42.66.49. And NASDAQ up 97.98 at 14.369.71. Aston Toshiba chairman foreign investor scores breakthrough in Japan. Amazon and Google face UK competition probe over fake reviews. Chris Bookers are on fire and this push up the prices as Chinese radio did $4 billion in US IPO. Missouri becomes hotspot for Delta variant fuel hospitalization while vaccination efforts lag. While Springfield, Greene County, Missouri, Health Department reports highest death toll of COVID-19 cases since mid-January. Baby dinosaurs hatched in the Arctic 70 million years ago. Previously unknown type of archaic human discovered in Israel. Spacewalk ticket installed new stowaways. Okay, sports time at 7:06. The Boston Red Sox fall today. Tampa Bay Rays 1-0. Chris Paul grateful to be back from COVID-19 absence, but not satisfied with the performance of the Phoenix Suns loss. Chicago Cubs combined no-hitter for Chicago pitchers shut down Dodgers and MLB 7-0 hitter at 2021 season. David DeCastro said, "Bone person in an ankle wear considered shall last week need surgery." And Andre Lettigan scores an overtime to send Montreal Canadiens to their first Stanley Cup since 1993. Peter Challenger's time is 7:06. It's time now for Peter Channel Traffic to check on this Friday morning. On the MBTA subway system, looking good. Commuter rail, Worcester Line train 504 at 6 a.m. from Worcester's operating 5:50 minutes back between Ashland South Station due to a mechanical issue, and Providence train 804 at 6:50 a.m. from Providence is canceled today due to ongoing signal and mechanical issues. Approximately counted by train 806 6:05 a.m. from Workley Junction. And the Thursday out looking good. For 95 on the northbound side, a little bit slower on the upland stretch. 95 northbound so before 128 Canton. 24 northbound so before 128 Canton. 7 expressway at the northbound side, so between Quincy down to Dorchester, 7 expressway southbound side, so the Dorchester stretch. 93 southbound side, so between Summerville and the Lake Bridge downtown, also Route 1 southbound, so between Chilton and Charlestown. Mass Pike westbound, so between Logan down to South Boston, and Mass Pike eastbound side, those are the Native Corner. For 95 on the northbound side, those are the Hopkins. Out of the Cape Highways, Bourne Bridge to the southbound side, a little bit slow. Route 30, so the westbound side, low side, 295 in Warwick. Mass Pike and Port Friends, also the 291 in Springfield, and 91 southbound side, low side, Route 9 in Carmel, Connecticut, and 84, little slower in 691 in America, Connecticut. Mount Parkway westbound, so between Bridgeport down and Norwalk, 95 southbound, so between Bridgeport down and Stamford. And up in Northern New England, looking good. In Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. Tonight, the Sox will take on the Yankees. Peter Jones on 7:08. It's time now for a weather report. Unprecedented dangerous heat likely affect the Pacific Northwest and Northern Great Basin this weekend. Several rounds of showers and thunderstorms have created numerous instances of flash flood in the day between the Central Plains and Middle Mississippi Valley. Heavy rain and severe weather chance to linger from the 7 plains of the Great Lakes for Sunday. Today is expected to be the first of many extremely hot days felt across the northwest United States, and almost at for the ridge is forecast to slowly meander over the weekend and doing by south of West Canada will throughout this weekend. And coinciding with the longest days of the year in the West, but severe drought conditions are tipped to the forecast to soar well in breaking territory beginning on Saturday, last about at least middle of the next weekend. High temperatures are expected to be increased this weekend and top of the near 20 to 30 degrees above average on Saturday and Sunday over Washington, Oregon, and it creates the widespread temperatures in the upper 90s at triple digits that include a major metropolitan areas of Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington. High temperatures are 1 cent possible Across the clubby basin in western Washington and northern central Oregon, Saturday, several high temperatures and records should fall. Front the northwest with monthly and even all-time records in Germany by Sunday and Monday. Accessory heat warnings have been issued for nearly all of Washington, Oregon as much as was Idaho and or California. Heat of this magnitude can be seriously dangerous and proper precautions are taken. And so residents are urged to stay hydrated, avoid extended amounts of time outdoors and stay in their conditioned rooms. And that type of temperatures are expected to briefly cool to the 70s, but the lower elevations can cause significantly increase the threat for heat-related illnesses. Elsewhere, active weather is said to be found across the Central United States over the next couple of days. A century front is forecast to extend from the Great Lakes to the Seven Plains by this evening and focus for multiple rounds of heavy rain and thunderstorms. And given the salt frontal boundary, sufficient atmospheric moisture, and the slow moving nature of thunderstorm area and flash frontal will be the major concern from southeast Kansas to the west central Indiana. The thunderstorms of the flood. The significant flash frontal has 7 inches of rain so far at northeast Kansas. This morning with the French slowly pushing southward today. WPC issued to the moderate risk of excessive rainfall for the Saturday morning. The covers part of the Central Plains, Middle Mississippi Valley, and the Western Ohio Valley. This means that just numerous instances of flash flooding are expected with a significant event possible. Flash flood watches have been in the coastal region as well. Severe weather is also possible to find the Central United States today. The Storm Prediction Center has issued a slight risk for severe thunderstorms that extend from the Central 79 Plains to Central Illinois, isolated today to temperature wind gusts and a larger possibility for storms form on strengthening along the salt frontal boundary this afternoon and evening by Saturday. The severe weather threat is forecast to shift southward in the 79 Plains as the cold front surges south. Meanwhile, additional downpours and flash flooding will remain possible front the Rome Plains and Texas front, the Central Florida, and the Middle Mississippi Valley to the Great Lakes. Okay, taking a look at the forecast discussion. Scattered showers about the isolated thunderstorm mainly. So connected will come to the wind by mid-late morning, but the clouds will slowly scour out. The summer heat and humidity returns this weekend, especially the first half of next week. A heat wave appears likely to reach a region with the potential for 95 100-degree heat indexes and dry weather will dominate, but the potential for typical summertime scattered showers and thunderstorms will decrease by middle of next week. Scattered showers isolated thunderstorm risk come to an end by mid to late morning, but the clouds will persist a little bit longer. And the scattered showers have developed across the eastern Massachusetts without very early this morning. This association with a more part of the association display first, we expect these showers to lift off at daybreak. The showers are fully focused barely east of the Connecticut River Valley, especially across Massachusetts without. And some SPC mutual indicates several hundred JKGF communicate across eastern New England, so the thunderstorm about truth possible. We expect the bulk of the scattered showers to come in by mid-late morning, this ribbon of deeper moisture associated with the warm front lift of the northern region that however low clouds will be sort of scattered with the weak surface winds and the most uncertain portion of the today's forecast. The strong lake should sound angle will offer a partial clear this afternoon wears long, but this process will be slowest along the coast of the Pacific and northeast Massachusetts where so far will be persistent the longest. High temperatures are tricky this afternoon, depending on how long it takes for some partial clearing to develop. We think highs will be mainly 70s near 80 degrees, but temperatures across northern and northeast Mass may not break 70 until mid-late afternoon. Best region, the lower 80s will be in the Connecticut River Valley, but then again, this will depend on the amount of soil insulation and also the feel a bit of humidity this afternoon, 2 points climate in the 60s. Okay, weather forecast goes like this. Today, showers and thunderstorms like before. Noon and a slight stretch of showers between noon and 2 p.m. Pressure power before 1 p.m. Wise. Clouds got high 79 degrees. Slight for wind coming in the southwest wind. Bomb on in the afternoon. Just patient 7% and new rain amounts less than 7 inches possible. Exam amounts both the thunderstorms and tonight. Pressure power up to 1 a.m. Wise. Increase got low at 63 degrees. South for about 5 to 7 amount of 7 Saturday. Mostly clouds got 81 to 68 degrees. South for about 6 to 11 amount of high. Strength 5 amount for Sunday. Part to south got 86 to 68 degrees. Southwest 5. 9 to 13 mile an hour, 23 mile an hour for Monday. South got 92 to 71 degrees, southwest by 8 to 10 mile an hour, 21 mile an hour for Tuesday. South got 93 to 71 degrees, westward by 6 to 8 mile an hour for Wednesday. Mostly south got 91 to 70 degrees, southwest by 6 to 10 mile an hour, 20 mile an hour, and just pace to 35%. And for Thursday, temperatures partly south 28 degrees, southwest by 6 to 10 mile an hour, 21 mile an hour, just pace to 50%. Right now, Dalton, it's 62 degrees and rain skies. That's going to be the Peter Joe. Morning news on this Friday morning, June 25th, 2021. I'm Peter J. Wings. Hope you have a good morning, good day to say people feel be well. Have a good day.